Hey guys, and welcome back to Panthers Oilers Relocation 30-year franchise here on Madden 20. And we're here for the second, third, and fourth games of the preseason. I'm trying to get this all knocked out here. That way we can get into the regular season. It could be down even more because, as you can tell, we lost really bad against the Bears. And, we just did not do well. We lost 56-6. Tim Tebow came in there, scored a touchdown. We failed on the 2-point conversion. It lost the game. But out of all the quarterbacks that played in that game, Matt Castle, Brett Rippon, Tim Tebow, and Trevor Knight, who came in through an interception and noped right out of the game because we put Tim Tebow back in. Tim Tebow had the best game out of any of the quarterbacks, even though he threw 3 picks. So I think, as I said at the end of that game, I'm kind of leaning towards Tim Tebow, but we're going to give more time to Matt Castle today. Going to give a little bit more time to Brett Rippon. We're going to see who our quarterback one ends up being at the end of the preseason. But before we get into this game, against the Bills today, and the rest of the preseason, we are going to make some roster moves, some changes, and I'm going to let you know what they are. All right, starting out with wide receiver Evan Berry, we're going to move him to running back. We're going to be moving running back Javarian Franklin to fullback. Wide receiver Blake Mack is going to be moved to tight end. Okay, so after this roster move, this is pretty much what the team is going to look like going into game 2. We're going to give Tim Tebow the start here. We're going to keep the running back room pretty much the same. We did change some things around to bring Blake Mack as a starting tight end, which actually makes him a 68 overall. Now, this is not breaking the rules because initially he was lower than that, so this was after a change after game 1. He is now a 68 and now the highest rated player on the team. I decided to make him the starting tight end after that move. But we also lost 2 receivers in those changes. So maybe after this game we'll sign someone else. But I wanted to have Mac involved in the receiving game as well. And with that being said, at specialist, we moved Blake Mack to slot wide receiver. So we should see him be the starting slot in the second half of the games, because he'll move down to like second tight end and should move up to starting slot receiver. And one final thing before we get into the game against the Bills, for some reason Tim Tebow played that whole game right-handed. It did not save him to left-handed, but this game and every game moving forward he will be left-handed. But you know what? I just think it's part of the Tim Tebow magic that, he went out there, I guess hurt his left arm, came out, played right-handed, scored a touchdown, and then lost all that magic almost instantly into the fourth quarter. But that's not the reason of this part of the video. The reason is he is now indeed left-handed, and we will have a left-handed Tim Tebow moving forward. One more thing before we get into the game, because unfortunately I forgot that Jordan Brailford got hurt. We have to sign a left outside linebacker because we don't have one. I went into speed here, and the best one I could find was Nicholas Grisby. So we're going to go ahead and give him a sign. He's a 64 overall, 27 years old. Let's look at the rest of the ratings. 78 hit power, 88 7 speed, 78 pursuit, 78 tackle. So yeah, we're going to go ahead and give him a sign. Here comes Josh Allen. Not very highly rated in this game, 74 overall, but he's, one of the best quarterbacks in the league today. Let's see what we can do against Josh Allen's offense here. Oh, and that's going to get taken to the crib, it looks like. Oh no, we got to stop. Shady McCoy, at the end of his career, is going to almost take it to the crib on us. Luckily, his speed isn't as fast as it used to be. But isn't that uniform clean, man? Maybe I should have done the Bills. We just have to make sure that Sean Oakman is on. And there's the touchdown, Josh Allen. We about to lose 56-6 again. Here comes Tim Tebow. We'll see his preseason stats. We should. No, we're not going to see his preseason stats. Okay. Tim Tebow. Let's go ahead and ID the mic here. We have a left-handed Tim Tebow now. All right, keep it going. Big first down, or third down here. We need to try to get the first. I think we might get close. Yeah, we got it. Let's go. Sonoris Perry. They didn't say his name in the first game, but... Well, they're saying his name now because they got the first down. Ooh, excuse me. Oh, that's a big run. That's a big run for Sonoris Perry. So we get win on the play action. And we had no chance. Third and 2. Let's go blitz. Did they give it to him? They gave it to him. Frank Gore's our running back? What's his rating? Let's look. What is the rating for Frank Gore? Please be sub 60. No, he's an 81. We can't have him. We'll go back to cover 4. Stay on Oakman. Let's hold him to a field goal, boys. Hold him to a field goal. Sky Moore with the stop. Come on, Oakman. Ah, there's a touchdown. All right, Tebow. McCaffrey had a step and he missed him. There we go. Open on the tackle. LaShawn McCoy's injured. Bounty gate. Oh, and he's going to be out for a while, man. We held him to a third. We held him to a field goal. Held him to 3 points. I'm okay with that. It's a fake. It's a fake. No. It's the second time they've done that to us, man. Another fake. Is that Matt Barkley? Oh, bro. Gross. That is disgusting, dude. Worst name with man defense. Oh, okay. I'll just let him score a touchdown, man. Oakman fell. Came over the line and fell. That's how much heart he has, bro. You know, he's just ready. Constantly ready. Frankie Luvu jumping over the offensive line. You know what I mean? We won. Doesn't matter. We're going to ID the mic as well. There's a first down, Blake Mack. We're going to get sacked. No time to look. 3rd and 21, man. Have someone so deep. We don't have time to throw the ball anyway. Oh, Tebow ran for his life. We can't seem to do anything against the Bills' offense. We've done nothing so far. Come on, Oakman. Oh, you gotta pick that. It was wide open, bro. That was your pick. Come on, Oakman. All right, all right. Just let him score. Just let him score. Just let him score the touchdown. And there's the touchdown. Like, if we would have just let them score on the first one, they're in. Just trying to pick up a little bit of yardage, you know. Oh, that's close to a first. All right, Mac. Okay. I think we got something with Mac, man. It's 4th and 4 at midfield. Like, we have to go for it. There's got to be a better play here, though. All right. Stay open. I just need you. I need a little bit of time. God damn it, Tebow, man. He's open. Oh, there we go. There, touchdown. If we can make Tebow to Mac a connection, I like it. That's a first down. Okay. 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 I don't know what that was. They're going to get a touchdown, so we just have to be creative in how we're going to let them get a touchdown. You know? We're swarming the ball. Who's going to get wide open on this one? Probably Beasley. Oh, what? I called it. Touchdown, Cole Beasley. What are these plays, man? All right. Castle, we need you to ID the mic. All right. And that's a fumble. And let's go ahead and run that back to the crib. It's the best we can do here is to try to move the ball forward. And we didn't get it. Maybe blitz them? Maybe that'll work. And no, it doesn't work. We finally won on a block. And it's a touchdown, Bills. The one thing that I might do is I might make it shorter quarters, like 12 minutes. That way we're not going through, like, some humiliation. Let's go! Cook it! That's an amazing return! Amazing return for Crockett. 28 yards. We were on the 42. Let's go, Crockett! They're not going to expect it. Okay! And we were in Bills territory for the first time. And this is another first down. Where is this coming from? Touchdown! Touchdown, Panthers! Let's go! Conquick with the touchdown. We're in the end zone. We did it. Let's go. Brett Rippin goes ahead and gets us the score. I thought it's going straight there. But Conquick, I think it's Conquick. Conquay or Conque gets the touchdown for our Panthers, soon to be Oilers. And we are on the board. 3rd and 10. Okay, okay. We gotta stop. Gonna be, what? 6:59 to 7. That's open. We need to complete another pass with Rippin. Try to go back to Conque. Conque! First down. Hopefully we don't lose yards because Coleman is slow, man. It's another first. Just want to put Wolf on an in route. That way Bird gets open here. You gotta catch that ball, man. And we have points. It's just a lot of me trying to get open involved, and that hasn't happened. Let's get the sack, baby. Let's go. Oh, Denny. We're going to try to hit Crockett here. That's going to be a big play. It's going to be a big play. Okay, Crockett. We don't have Christian McCaffrey. But we got Crossan, bro. He's out there making plays. Okay, Crockett. Okay. And try to get Crockett open here. We're just taking ourselves with Rippin. Get the block. Rippin. And he's hurt. He's hurt. What's the injury? Great drive by Rippin. He gets an elbow sprain. No, I was there, and I've got... okay, touchdown. All right, we're almost done with this game. Crockett's having a game, man. That's an interception. That's on me. That's not on Tebow. Yeah, we're gonna lose by a good bit here. Just let him score. Let him score. This is Dolphins Broncos again, man. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Game over. Woo! Let's get into the stats, boy. Okay, guys, so getting into the stats for the second game here. And, you know, I was planning on going Matt Castle as the quarterback going into the season and really just trying to figure out who's going to be the backup quarterback. But as of right now, Brett Rippon and Tim Tebow are sort of, you know, kind of even, to be honest. And Rippon's going to be a long-term project. Obviously, he's a rookie. And Tebow may end up being the backup quarterback, but I'm not sure. Both of them kind of had some decent plays in this game. So, Rippon was 10 for 12, 114 yards and a touchdown. Tebow was 13 for 23, 97 yards and an interception. That interception was not on him, that was on me. But I was impressed by both quarterbacks really in this game. Tebow did have some misses. But he came in clutch when we actually needed him to come in clutch, and came in and got 97 yards in the one quarter that he played in. Brett Rippon actually looked really good. 10 for 12, 114 yards and a touchdown is a great game for a quarterback. So I could actually see him being the starting quarterback if Matt Kessel doesn't work out, and we leave Tim Tebow in there to be the backup quarterback. But as far as rushing goes, Lavon Coleman had 42 yards. Sonoris Perry had 30 yards. Dalton Crossan had 25 yards. Actually had a pretty big pickup there for us. And overall, we got over 100 yards between the three running backs. So that's actually not that bad considering how much we lost by. But player of the game for me is going to be Monte Crockett with 65 yards. Even though Zach Conque got the touchdown from Brett Rippon with 57 yards, but Crockett was doing really well. He got open. He got a lot of big first downs. He had a huge return to the 42 to set us up, I think, for the Conque touchdown. So that was actually a really decent performance by most of our wide receivers. Ethan Wolf got in there for 31 yards. Wynn actually got, I believe, a first down. And Mac played pretty well at tight end when he was in So I think we finally, and I think Marquise Bundy actually had a catch as well. He should have. I know he did. 2 catches for 11 yards. So we're figuring it out. We're trying to figure it out. Blocking, we gave up sacks across the board again. 4 sacks this game, not good. We got an unfortunate injury for Sky Moore and Brett Rippon, but they should both be back by game 1. As far as TFLs, we had 2 with Michael Jordan and Sky Moore. We had 1 sack today with Olusakami Adenii. I don't know how to say that, but we got a sack today. We got no interceptions. Tackle leader today was actually Cole Holcomb, so let's go. Sky Moore with 8, Milligan with 6, Burris with 5. So defensively, okay. Youngwood Koo was 2 for 3 with an extra point made and a field goal as well. So we actually have some kicking stats to talk about today. And I know Youngwood Koo is actually the Falcons kicker, but he was a free agent and he was the lowest overall that we could find. And I wanted a low overall kicker, and he was available in free agency. So we went with Youngwood Koo. And even though we lost this game, man, we still scored more points in this game than we did in the other one. We're figuring out things about our quarterbacks. We're figuring out things about Tim Tebow and Brett Rippon, and who's going to be the backup, who's going to possibly be a future starter for this team if Matt Kessel doesn't work out. So, let's go and see if we have some upgrades, man. We actually do have some upgrades. Not who I wanted to see. The Monte Crockett Cup upgrade is going to be nice. Gary Gilliam, I believe, is a backup. He might even be a backup guard. These might be both backup guards. So having, or backup offensive linemen, having those guys get upgrades is nice. But we'll start with Channing Ward here, who's a 60 overall. We're going to go into his power rusher. Not going to upgrade in overall, but we're going to get +3 power moves and +1 speed, which is nice. And we'll save Monte Crockett for the end because he had the biggest game. So we're going to go Bo Nunn and move up his power. It's going to make him a 54 overall. Nice. +1 awareness, +2 run block, +1 run block power, and +1 strength. And let's do Gary Gilliam as well. We'll go into his pass protector. Makes him a 57 overall. +1 pass block, +1 pass block finesse, and +2 pass block power. And Monte Crockett, the biggest one for us. What are we going to do? He's been getting open on routes. And I know he's a deep threat, but we don't really have him at, like, the outside position most of the time. He's usually in the slot. So we're going to go slot on this. And he's only going to get 2 upgrades. +3 catching and +2 short route running is beautiful. Costume change here. It is the next day. And we are getting ready to start the Patriots game. But I wanted to jump in here really quick and, one, do a test from my audio because I had some things that were messed up. And I am going to tell you guys that we're moving to 10-minute quarters, okay? Maybe I'll up the quarter length later when we get a little bit better. But right now, I wanted a challenge. But I made it 15 minutes, and that's just too much time of getting absolutely railroaded in every single game. So I did change it to 10-minute quarters. Maybe that'll change up the gameplay a little bit. Maybe possibly help us. I'm not sure. But I'm not trying to make it easier on us. I'm just trying to make it less painful. So we went from 15 minutes to 10-minute quarters. And that might, improve our gameplay. Maybe. Every time I see that 56 overall, I just feel like, are we ever going to get any better? Feels like I'm, going under the table. I might need to, move this thing up. I don't know where to put it. But there's Tom Brady. There's the GOAT. 96 overall. Little does he know, he's coming to our team next year. I'm not sure. Might happen. Oh, Brady's picked. That's a pick. Number 55, Sky Moore. Showing flashes, man. He should flashes against the Bills as well. Sky Moore gets the pick off Brady. Brett Rippon starting with the starters today with Perry in the backfield. Let's go ahead and ID the mic. Sell some protection here. We're not going to get anything on that. We're actually going to lose a yard. I like the right side of the field, man. Or the left side of the field. Try to hit Win over the middle. And that's going to be an inaccurate pass. See what we got. That's going to be broken up. We had it. It's Shane Wynn gets injured on the play. But we're going to go ahead and kick this field goal and get the first points of the game. Can you believe it? We almost missed that. I know my boy Oakman. And Brady's just going to cover. We need good defense for covering the middle. How do we cover the middle? Cover 4? We need the middle of the field covered. Oh, I fell down. All right, get in there. Somebody get to Brady. And Brady has an overthrow. Not making our defense any better. Wow. Okay, Brady. All right, goal line defense, boys. Don't let him in. Where's Oakman? Grisby. Come on, Oakman. Come on, Oakman. Make a play. Make a play. He caught that out of the end zone. We should be holding them to a field goal. I almost want to engage 8. Let's do it. Engage 8. Edelman's tired. Someone get to Brady. That's going to be Sean Oakman on the stop. Sean Oakman. Sean Oakman, tackle for loss. He has arrived. He has arrived. There he is. Hey, we're going to get the ball back. Is there a possibility that we win this game? I almost want to run it again. Let's go wham. Let's run it for a third time. They're not going to expect this, man. Let's protect. Sonorous Perry is loose. Maybe crossers will actually work. Oh, they don't have anybody deep. Okay. I want max protection on this. I'm going to try to hit Win. Why would it go to tackle him? Go for the ball. And not be able to. That's going to be blocked. And that's going to be returned for a touchdown. Bruh. So not only does Madden say, hey, you can't get it on 3 downs, let's go ahead and raise the score up on you. So you have to try even harder to get more points. I thought we were going to win this game. Maybe Madden will help us out and give us another pick. See who's open. Max going to pick up the first. Okay. I'm here all day too. I feel like... Okay. Okay, Win. Okay, Shane Wynn. I take it back. I'm not going to cut you. In the preseason. They hit McCaffrey. Try to get some more yards. And that's going to be inaccurate and heading back to the crib, man. Come on. Rippin. Rippin takes him down. But the Patriots are probably going to score. Maybe I should just stop talking about how good we're playing. Because every time I say how good we're playing, something bad happens. Brady's got forever. And there's a touchdown. We had no penetration. Dietrich Wise. He plays for Washington now. Let's try a hot route. Let's put Mac on a streak. Maybe Wayne will get open. Let's put Bundy on a streak as well. I'm happy that he went for the swat on that and not an interception. We're making the move. I'm bringing Tebow in now. Brady is in his X Factor. Oh, Lord. Here we go. Come on, Oakman. It's a sack. Johnson with the sack. Brady should be out of his X Factor. Let's go back to man. Yep, Brady's out of the X Factor. I love that we got a sack there. Okay. And they get almost all of it back. Let's blitz them, man. They're not using their timeouts. So we have a possibility. If Brady's making bad throws, Brady is not Josh Allen. Speaking of Josh Allen, there's a possibility he could be a free agent as well at the end of the series. So I have some things to think about for sure. I don't know what we played because I didn't pick the play. I picked him! Use your pick! Let's go! That's another interception. They should run out of time before they even get out there. Patrick Chung. You can't make this shit up, man. We pick Brady and just go ahead and throw another pick right back to it. That one works. Matt can pick all this up. I know he can. See what gets open. There we go, Mac. First down. Rely on the tight end. Oh, Perry. Okay. See what we can find here. Might hit Conquay. Conquay. First down, should be. At 1st and 10. All right. Perry picking up the first 70 yards on the game. Let's get Tebow a touchdown. Come on, Win. He gets close. I had Win wide open. Tebow had him wide open. We might have had something. Let's just hold him to a field goal, please. Somebody take the ball. I just want an interception is all I need. And I gave up an interception before. So, it doesn't really matter what I want. And it's going to be a touchdown. I'm trying to hit McCaffrey. If he gets open. Did he keep a hold of the ball? No. Okay. We're going to go for it if we don't get this. Just because at this point we need any kind of points. Did we get the first? We did not. We're still going for it. We're going for it anyway. And we did not get the first down, so hey, you know, what do I know? That's another pick! Brady's thrown 3 interceptions. Henry Tolliver with the pick. The game is like trying to get us back into it. And I'm like, I don't think it's going to happen, bro. Oh, he's open. And you missed him, Tebow. We put Bird on a streak. I'm trying to hit Crockett again. He's open. We'll hit him. That's Ethan Wolf. That's a first down. Panthers. First down, Panthers. We're gonna put streak. Wolf on a streak. I want to try to hit Crossan. No one caught that in that scrum of players. Nobody caught that. Are you kidding me? We need as much time on that side as we can get. Conquay or Crockett is the move on this. He gets close to catching it. 4th and 10. We're going for it again. I love the balls on coach. That didn't sound right. Nobody's open. We'll see what we can do. Max protection. There's a pick. I hit the wrong button. I hit the wrong button. B was open. I hit X. B was open. Let's blitz and get to the quarterback, man. Okay. Let's see what we can do. Come on, boys. Goal line stand. Goal line stand. And we're going to sack him. 54. Landrum on the sack. Let's not allow another touchdown. That's not what we need. We almost got another interception. And we're going to get sacked. Get some more yards. Crockett is a G. Okay, Crockett, and he's hurt. Are you kidding? We're going to save that timeout because we're going to need it. I do want to get another field goal. So we are going to hold on to this timeout. It's going to be 9 points. It should be more than that, but it should be a lower scoring game as well. Man, I gave up some brain dead plays. Should be a closer game than this. I mean, look at that. 113 passing yards, 125 rushing yards. We didn't actually play much worse than the Patriots in this game. And they were probably our weakest opponent yet. And Tebow almost threw for 100 yards, 42.1% completion rating, which is great. But, like, Hoyer was only 13 yards for 60%. But, like I said, in this game, I made a lot of mistakes. Like, on me as the player, I made a lot of mistakes. But, again, every time I feel like I'm going to go with Rippin, he makes mistakes. He overthrows players. Like, he had at least 3 passes where he completely overthrew his receiver on the easy flat routes. And I'm like, okay, let's go ahead and put Tebow in. And then Tebow plays better. Tebow drove us down the field a couple times. So I'm not sure what we're going to do here. Maybe in the last game we'll figure out who's going to be the backup quarterback to Kessel. But every time I like Rippin, he slips up. And I have to put Tebow in. Every time I like Tebow, he slips up. So I'm not sure. 2 interceptions for Tebow. 91 yards, though. 41 yards for Rippin, 5 of 13, 8 of 19. It's very, very similar for these guys. Rushing, Sonoris Perry had a day with 72 yards over 17 carries. Coleman as well did a really good job with 41. Receiving, Blake Mack had a great day. 42 yards for 4. Conquay got involved as well. Shane Wynn, who I thought he was going to cut after the mistake he made, took 26 yards. Monte Crockett also injured today, but he had a game as well. 32 yards doesn't look like a lot, but he was there when we actually needed him. Ethan Wolf had a big play. Blocking, we only gave up 1 sack today. 1. Luca Banco gave up a sack. So sacks, we had 2 today. Chris Landrum with a sack and Anthony Johnson with a sack. We had 3 interceptions. So defensively, even though we gave up all those points, we actually did have a decent game. Henry Tolliver with an interception, Justin Burris with an interception, and Sky Moore with an interception. Tackle leader today was Sky Moore, really playing well for us. Quinn Blanding with 5, Cole Holcomb with 4, Burris with 4, Landry with 3. So I'm not like disappointed in us, even though we lost the game. I'm really not disappointed. We scored it in almost every quarter. We didn't score in the second quarter. But if you look at the breakdown, the Patriots got those extra points in the second quarter. If we could have just held them a couple times, and if I wouldn't have made that stupid interception throw, this would have been a much closer game. And would you look at that, man? We got a bunch of upgrades today. A lot of backups. Evan Berry's got an upgrade. Henry Tolliver, after the interception, has an upgrade today. Chris Landrum with the sack, he's got an upgrade. Pat O'Connor with an upgrade. Younghoe Koo with an upgrade. So let's start with the bottom. We'll start at the bottom first. We'll go into Henry Tolliver. Go ahead and get him an upgrade. We'll go into his slot, which makes him a 55 overall. All right, he's going to go up to a +2 awareness, +1 man coverage, +1 play rec, and +1 tackle. We're going to go into John Cunningham here. Go into his speed rusher, which we're going to have to change that number, and we will do that right now. 56 overall. I think he just went up to a 56 overall. +4 awareness, +1 power moves. We will go and change that before the end of the episode. Because even if we do stayed the Panthers, nobody's wearing 1. And then when we go to the Oilers, nobody's wearing 1 either, because that is Warren Moon's number. So we are not going to be doing that. Toby Weathersby. Let's go into pass protector. Just upgrade the one that needed the skill position, or the skill set. +1 awareness, +1 pass block finesse, and +1 pass block power. Evan Berry. I want to be very, very selective with this. He was a receiver. If we go into receiving, let's go into his receiving stats. I don't know. Maybe we go into elusive back, but power back is so low. Let's go into elusive back. He moves up to a 57 with +1 acceleration, +2 spin move. We're going to use that on returns as well. +1 awareness, +1 agility. Chris Landrum going to move up. We're definitely going to go into power rusher for him. That's not even +2 power moves. Nice. Tiggy Senka, I didn't even know you were on the team. We'll go into run support. He must be a special teams player. +3 awareness, +1 man coverage, +1 play rec, and +1 speed, which is nice. Roland Minigan, who is a starter on our defense, is going to move up. We're going to go into his run support as well, which moves him up to a 59. Nice. It's not 69, but 59. +1 acceleration, +2 awareness, and +2 play rec. Nice. Pat O'Connor should move up to a 60. So we are going to go into... Let's go into power rusher. No, he's not going to move up to a 60. He must have been a 58. I thought we were going to get our second 60, technically. +2 tackle, +1 power moves. And Youngwei Koo was a 63 overall. I kind of want to go into his... What needs upgraded more? Kick accuracy is terrible. Let's go into accuracy. Moves up to 64 overall. You got +1 awareness and +1 accuracy. So we are going to get... Accuracy moved up from a 59 to a 60. Oh, he's going to get another upgrade as well. Let's go into power. Oh, we have 0. He's not going to get another upgrade. I thought we had another point for him. We don't. But that helped. And we lost again, but it was a closer game this week. And like I said, a lot of mistakes by me. And it should have been a much lower scoring game than that. But, man, let's get into the last game against the Steelers and then finally get to the regular season. But we have some other stuff we got to do. Got to set captaincies, got to cut players, got to set the numbers because, you know, that's part of the rule. No cool numbers unless you get 1,000 yards on the season. So let's go ahead and get into this game against the Steelers. We're going to jump in here real quick and do this since it's only 5 players. I signed Rawson Thurber just because he was like the worst overall, but we're already having a ton of trouble with the guys that we got, so we are going to cut Rawson Thurber. Trevor Knight I want to keep. I'm going to put him on the practice squad. We're going to cut Blake Sims. We're going to move Tyrell Chavis to the practice squad. And we're going to cut Lawrence Thomas. Here comes Big Ben Roethlisberger. I kind of look like Big Ben right now with the backwards hat and the beard and everything. But here he is, 85 overall. I don't know if he plays another year after season 1 either. I think he's pretty much done. I think him and Breeze retire after week 1. Because this is pretty much, it's either Sean Oakman or it's the 2 quarterbacks. Because that's really what this episode is about. Is that who our backup quarterback is going to be. I went for the hit stick, did not get it. I want Oakman to make a play. It's so bad. He's yet to make a play. He's made 1 play. We can look at how many stops he's had. We're going to blitz again. It seems like every time I get off of him, that's when he makes a play. So, look, Sean Oakman there. He's on it. And that's going to be a touchdown, Steelers. Second and 9. For sure we're going to get this first down. Conquay. That's a first down for Conquay. How crazy would it be if the game that Kessel plays in is the game that we finally get a win? Oh, we're going to put Bundy on a streak. Try to hit Mac. Win or Mac? Let's go Mac. Or win. I'm imagining a time where we actually do get the stop. And we do hold them to 6 points. 7 points. And they don't score. And we go down and score. And it happens. And we finally get that touchdown. They put us in the lead. I don't think we've ever had... We've had a lead once. In the Patriots game. That was our only... Oh, what is... Who was that? I need to get some thumbnails of pictures of Tebow, pictures of Rippin for our thumbnail for game number 2, 3, and 4. And we're gonna throw. Panthers dig. They think it's QB draw. We're gonna hit Wolf. That's going to be open. I like Conquay if Conquay can get open. You know what I mean? I kind of want to clear that part of the field out. And we'll put Crockett on a slant. I like it. Big play. I did scheme it open. I schemed it open. But a game of 16 yards for Zach Conquay or Conque. I don't remember how to say his name. But that's my first name, so I'm happy about that. We go back to Conquay to hit Franklin. Conquay's open, and we're going to get sacked. Let's move cross and out on a motion. Or we're just going to get the first. Let's go, Crockett. Crockett is definitely making the team, for sure. Well, he's actually on the team. We already made our cuts. Crossan's going to get a big play. Maybe Crockett will get open here. He's open. Come on, Crockett. Oh, we got so close to a touchdown. Let's go this way with it. Tebow's going to run it in himself. Touchdown. Tim Tebow runs it in, gets a Carolina Panthers touchdown. Just runs it in himself. Let's go. We're going to push these guys out of field goal range. There we go. Benny Snell goes down. Go. We're not going to throw the stupid interception like we did before. But for some reason, I just got a feeling, bro. I just got a feeling. Call that timeout. You know, put huge parentheses around that because I said that in the Patriots game. And we, definitely lost that. Why are the Steelers running a timeout? There's 3 seconds left, bro. Even if we punt it back to them, they have 3 seconds. 2 seconds. What are they going to do with 2 seconds? By the time they get the ball, it'll be Okay, Steelers. They have no time, so I don't know. Oh, wouldn't that be great? Forced fumble, punt return, or touchdown. That would have been awesome. How about we get another touchdown? How amazing would it be if we could somehow find a way to get a touchdown? Start with a first down. I don't like that we got freaking Coleman in here. We don't have any of our good players in, except for Tebow. Let's put Conquay on a outright. I love that arrow route, man. The angle route, Texas route, always gets open. You know, sometimes. Not all the time, but sometimes it gets open, and sometimes it really works out, and it really worked out. See if we can get Crockett open here. We're actually going across the field. How is that not pass interference? He was holding him, bro. We're trying to catch it. Crockett's trying to catch it. I don't know. Let's go, man. I'm not going to be on him. Oh, you got to pick that, Holcomb. But that's good defense. It is good defense. We might have Bird wide open. I mean, we might have Bird wide open, bro. I'll stick with Crockett and get close to a first down. Oh, yeah, we're going to audible this to our run. Probably a bad move, but it's a first down. Let's go. Third and medium. We'll throw Bird on the streak. And then right back to Conquay. That should be another first down. We almost got 100 yards for Tebow. Cross in. First down. And they wanted to put him on the practice squad. Did they give us the first? 4th and inches. We're going to run it again. Now, we're not kicking a field goal. We got it. We got it. Let's go. Crossing's gonna... Conquay! Let's go! I almost want to run the play again. Just run the play again. We're going to have to put a cooldown. Play a cooldown. For sure. Tebow has got 115 yards. 11 for 18 and a touchdown. Just an amazing game for Tim Tebow. I'm not even going to lie. Like, an amazing game for Tim Tebow. Is he our backup quarterback? That's almost a touchdown, Carolina. Tim Tebow's 2 rushing touchdowns. Let's go. Let's go. Tim Tebow gets his 2nd touchdown. We take the lead. Now, as you can see, we are still on All Madden. And we're going to allow a touchdown, more than likely. I think we blitz here. I'm going to stay on the defensive line. All right. And we stop it. We stop it. Let's go. Come on, guys. Stop them. Let's go. We take over on the 5. Here comes Tebow to lead us to victory. We have to get this drive. If we can complete this drive, I mean, this is the move. This is our time to go down there and win this game, get some points, and get into the regular season. It is our time. That's not how you do it, Tebow. I just need an interception. Give me an interception, bro. Right back to Switzer. I almost want to let them score. That way we can come down the field. Third down stop. Big stop. 4th and 3. We're going to win. We're going to win. We need a first down. If we can get a first down here and force Pittsburgh to score another... Good Lord, we lost a yard. We need to pick up 8 yards, and we got the slowest running back of all time out here. This is how it ends for us. We're going to lose by 3. We're going to lose by 3. And they're not giving us any time. There's a flag that's actually going to get us in closer to field goal range. 15, 16, 17. Which actually gets us to overtime. We're on the 40. Got an automatic first. Everything's going towards the end zone. That's not how you do it. We're gonna get ourselves... Alright, Bird. Beat him on the line. He doesn't get the ball. You gotta catch it, dude. He overthrew him. Alright, we have time. We have time. It's over. We had a lead. We lost the lead. We couldn't score when it mattered. And we lost our last preseason game. But let's go with the positives. We only lost by 3. So, like, this was a better game than the last game. This is about as close as the other game should have been if I wouldn't have made those mistakes. But much better game. Much better game for us. 2 rushing touchdowns from Tebow. Let's go. I thought we were going to win. We didn't. But there's a lot of good things to talk about in this game. I mean, adjusting the time is kind of given us a better, not a better chance, but like a less, I don't even want to say cheesy, but it's like we can stay in the game. You know, we're not losing by 70. We're only losing by a few possessions, not like a lot. But like, we found out a lot about the team here, and we had the lead for a good bit of the third quarter. Tim Tebow, 60% completion, 11 for 24, 115 yards, and 2 rushing touchdowns. Matt Kessel was in. Only had one 9 yards, 4 attempts, 2 completions. Rippon came in for the thumbnail, but he was complete on his 6 yards. I'm thinking Tim Tebow is the backup. I'm just thinking Tim Tebow is the backup and possibly the starting quarterback, because Matt Kessel, I don't know, bro. I don't know. Rushing. Lavon Coleman had 78 yards. Crossan had 10, averaging 4.1 per carry. Receiving, Monte Crockett had a game again, man. 40 yards for 4 attempts. 39 for Zach Conquay. 27 for Crossan. 4 for Wynn. 9 for Bird. 6 for Wolf. Blocking, we did not give up a sack, unless they didn't show it. But defensively, we did have a sack today, Sky Moore. We didn't have any interceptions, but the total tackle leader today was Sky Moore with 11, Cole Holcomb with 8, Blanding with 4, Tolliver with 4. Kicking, Youngmin Koo did not have to kick today. Punt returns and kick returns, Evan Berry and Crockett, 46 and 17. If we go to punt return, we didn't have to punt. We never punted in this game. I'm happy, bro. We scored 2 touchdowns, a field goal. If we would have just stopped them, we'd probably be looking at a win. You know, that last touchdown killed us, and we lost by 3. 5, 6, 7. We lost by 3. But I have to say that we actually had more rushing yards than them. They had more passing yards than us, but we had more rushing yards. Can you believe it? And we're done with the preseason. All right, guys, so we do have some upgrades and some quite decent upgrades today. Oh, they wanted to put Dalton Crossan. They wanted to cut him. They wanted to put him in the practice squad. I said no. And guess what? He's got an upgrade. So, Zach Conquay, who's probably been like my hero of this franchise, and he's the one. No, he did have another rushing touchdown. Who caught another touchdown? It was him. It was Blake Rippon. I'm sorry. Zach Conquay did get a touchdown. It was from Rippon. So we do have 2 passing touchdowns on the preseason, and one was from Tebow, one was from Rippon, and Conquay caught the second one. I'm pretty sure Tebow threw the first pick or touchdown to Mack in the end zone, and then we got the 2 rushing touchdowns. But Zach Conquay, and I almost want to make him a team captain after his performance in the preseason. But I'm going to go actually into his possession, and he's going to get +1 a short route, +2 medium route, +3 awareness, and +1 catching. That's actually really going to help him a lot. I could have went into his scheme fit and got way more upgrades, but I think he needs that possession upgrade. I can never say this guy's name right, but we're going to go into a Denny's power rusher. He stays at a 62. Conquay went up to a 65, by the way. +1 awareness, +2 power moves, and +1 tackle. Okay, he's a 62. Marquise Bundy is probably going to move up to... No, he might. We'll see. We'll go into his deep threat. He moves up to a 60. One of our receivers that was in the 50s is now moved up to a 60 overall with +2 awareness, +1 catch in traffic, +1 deep route, and +2 release for Marquise Bundy. And Dalton Crossan, who they said they wanted to put on the practice squad or cut him. Now we're going to go into... what are we going to go into? He caught a lot of balls out of the backfield. He's going to go up to 55 overall. We went into elusive back with him. +1 elusiveness, +3 spin move, and +1 juke move. Before we get into like team captains and go ahead and go into week 1, we can actually go to stats and we can see who had the best preseason. Tim Tebow is actually 10th in the NFL in passing yards. What? 14th in the NFL rushing yards, 15th in the NFL receiving yards. So we'll see where our players are at. So Tim Tebow was 47 for 95 with 6 interceptions and a touchdown for 436 yards. Brett Rippon was 172, 19 for 34, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. So if we didn't have the picks and more touchdowns for Tebow, I would definitely say Tebow. And I'm probably still going to say Tebow. I think Tebow is going to be, and he's getting ready to go up in overall. We're definitely going to set Tim Tebow as a captain. So he's got the C on his chest. Tim Tebow had an amazing preseason for me. 6 picks, whatever. But he had a really good preseason. 10th in the NFL in passing yards. And he comes in with 2 rushing touchdowns and just leads the team right down the field for several drives. Tim Tebow at a 54 overall at 32 years old, coming back into the NFL. 6-year player out of Florida. Getting a 3rd chance, technically. But he's had several chances. But he's actually staying on this team. He's not getting cut. We made Tim Tebow a captain, and I like it. I mean, I like what he did in the preseason. Brett Rippon, we're still going to develop him. He still may be our quarterback of the future as a rookie. But even if he's a future backup on the team, we're keeping him just because he's young and he can develop. So going into rushing, Lavon Coleman had 167 yards. Perry had 111 yards. We had no touchdowns from any of our running backs. And Javarian Franklin had 54 yards. Crossan had 35. He only played a little bit as well. Evan Berry is our experimental running back. Brett Rippon had 6 yards. Tim Tebow ran for a yard. Conquay ran for a yard. And I believe that was a first down. Receiving, the player of the game, of the year, so of the 2 players of the preseason is Monte Crockett, who is also going to be a captain because he has made so many plays for us. And he just gets open. He's a good route runner. He's developing. And I just love what he did over the preseason. So he's going to be a captain. Zach Conquay, who had a touchdown. We're going to make him a captain as well. I really liked his play. 104 yards on the preseason. 169 yards for Conquay. 86 yards for Blake Mack, who I moved to tight end from wide receiver. Ethan Wolf with 71 yards. Sean Wynn with 47. Blocking. Our center. I think we're going to throw a captain. I think we're going to throw a captain patch on our center. Because he's really what makes our offense run. And he did not allow a sack all year. So we're going to put a captain patch on Ryan Gorey. Defensively, Sky Moore should definitely get a captain patch. For sure, Sky Moore. He had an interception. He had a half sack. He had 44 tackles. Here's our tackle leader. Who had the most interceptions out of preseason? Tolliver had 2 interceptions. Let's go ahead and throw a captain patch on him as well. And we should have one more. I can't remember how many we have. I definitely want to throw one on our boy, Sean Oakman. We're going to throw... We can't. Alright, so we're going to take it off Tolliver and we're going to put it on... No, we're going to keep it on Tolliver because he had the most interceptions out of anybody. And, like, who was our sack leader? Like, defensively, our sack leader was Chris Landrum with 2. So interception-wise, it's got to be Henry Tolliver. He's got to be the guy. But you know that our final captain is Sean Oakman in my heart. And if anything changes, we're going to put it on him. But we have set our captains for the season. Tim Tebow, deserves it. Deserves it for sure. And, what a preseason. Just, what a preseason, man. We lost all 4 games, but you know what? The last one of the teams that I can think of that lost all their preseason games and won the Super Bowl? Washington. We're not Washington. But there's a possibility. Even though it's not possible. But there's a possibility. We're getting better. We only lost by 3. There's a possibility that we could win the Super Bowl 30 years from now. But that's it for the preseason. I'm out of here, guys. I cannot wait to do week 1. I might do week 1 and week 2. Okay? I might do 2 games per episode. That way we get through the season, that we can become the Oilers. But I just want to get like the camaraderie with the team and like get everybody invested in these players as to who is building the foundation for this Houston Oilers team owned by Biggs Monet. We're going to get into our new coach because Ron Rivera will not be our coach going into season 2. I'm going to bring in a channel legend that I've used in all of my attempts at a Madden franchise, but this is the one that I am going to continue with and keep playing until we get 30 years into it. But man, here we go. Here we go.